Hey, what's up, HCMC Army and Moneymakers? Welcome back to the channel. I have some massive announcement and news to share about ticker symbol HCMC. We are trading at 6.38% up, but mostly we traded during this trading session around at the 3 levels. Right now, we are at 0.00025. The news that I want to share with you is HCMC announces the acquisition of Mother Earth's Storehouse, an organic and natural health food and vitamin chain in upstate New York. And why this is super important, because this acquisition is anticipated to approximately double HCMC's annual revenue, which is once again a massive news. I know that many of you bought HCMC stock at 0.0010 level during the rights offering that HCMC offered during their capital raise that they wanted to do earlier last year. Now, with this announcement, hopefully HCMC will be seeing the revenue spike. That also means a ton more profitability, and that also means the impact on the stock price. This is potential that the stock can double, triple, or quadruple given that some of the catalysts are coming up. HCMC has a ton of cash on hand, and they're using that cash to work for them. That means it will bring more revenue, more profitability for the company, for their investors, and definitely for their shareholders. So buckle up, watch the full video. You really want to watch the video if you own HCMC. I know many of my viewers, they do own HCMC and they're in for the long. So you really want to watch and make informed financial decision. This is only for the entertainment purposes. I'm not a financial advisor. This video is not for buy or sell or any sort of advice. And you want to do your own due diligence before you buy or sell the stock. Now let's jump right into what this news is all about. Note that this acquisition anticipated to approximately double HCMC's revenue, and today, that was yesterday, HCMC announced the acquisition of Mother Earth Storehouse, an organic natural health food and vitamin chain in New York's Hudson Valley. Now, why this is important? Because this is within the realm of what HCMC is trying to do, giving their customers healthier options and choices to live the life or live the quality life with the premium products that they offer. Billed as the Hudson Valley's premier natural food store, Mother Earths have previously been voted best in the Hudson Valley by the Hudson Valley magazine. The two stores offer organic and natural products and vitamins from local stores. The Kingston location also offers Mother Earth's Cafe and Deli as well as on-site bakery. In showing its care and commitment to the community, Mother Earth's Storehouse offers special times for curbside customer pickup as well as special hours for shopping for seniors and those are at risk. Now, why this is important? Because this fits within the realm of what HCMC does and how they have divided themselves into the business, which is their second segment right here. HCM Healthier Choices Market, and they already have the ADA's Natural Market and Store for about 18,000 square feet full service grocery store in Florida with the 3 Paradise Health and Nutrition locations in greater Melbourne, Florida area as well. So this perfectly fits into their business model, which is why I'm super excited. You really want to also understand that HCMC's purchase is the historical building that houses this particular store as well. CEO of HCMC made this statement during this acquisition regarding the acquisition that Mother Earth's Storehouse is a major step forward in our growth initiatives, and based upon the past performance, that we believe that this addition should double HCMC's top line revenue on an annualized basis, which is massive because you really want to understand how much revenue that HCMC has. They have between $3 to $4 million in revenue quarter over quarter. That will be close to $12 to $13 to $14 million revenue on an annual basis. They're consistently showing the returns as well based on the revenue, which is cost of revenue, so on and so forth. And given that the cost of goods is expensive and the premium inventory that HCMC has, the cost of revenue in last quarter was $1.89 million when the revenue was $3.27 million. In June, they did 3.39, March 2021, 3.47 million, December 2020, they did 3.23 million, and in September, was 3.35 million. So the HCMC, the company itself, is going to get benefit out of it because they want to reduce their operational overheads and their EBITDA. HCMC's CEO also continued that we are thrilled with this addition to HCMC, which expands upon our ADAs and Paradise branded stores, as I just mentioned, in Florida, Melbourne, Florida, respectively. There are 3 stores. There are certainly synergies between the chain upon what we intend to capitalize on. For example, in addition to purchasing power, HCMC's naturally comes along with doubling the size of our orders should also result in improved margin, potentially leading to better bottom line results across the board. I 100% agree, because as you have larger orders, your basic price or the price of purchase or PO orders are going to reduce significantly. That means there is better margin and better profitability for the company itself. More revenue leads to more profitability if HCMC continues to focus on their EBITDA and operational overheads that they want to reduce. They also concluded, their CEO concluded with, we're looking forward to continue our 40 plus years tradition of Mother Earth's storehouse in providing Hudson Valley community with the best health food at competitive pricing, coupled with knowledgeable and inviting staff with all existing hallmarks of HCMC. As always, the CEO says, I wish to thank our loyal and valued shareholder for their support, and I could not be happier to see another of our growth initiative come to fruition. Now, why this is important, we're all batting on basically one of the big catalysts that has to do with the lawsuit that HCMC filed for the infringement of their patent against Phillip Morris. But with that, they have been also expanding their brands, and they have come across several acquisitions. Last week, they also announced this licensing deal. HCMC announced its first Healthy Choice Wellness Center licensing deal, which is going to be also adding a ton more revenue. What this does is, this is significantly first licensing agreement for its Healthy Choice Wellness Center segment. The IV hydration location will be inside the Casbah Spa and Saloon in Florida, a full-service spa and salon that is in the business for over 23 years. This currently provides wellness and beauty offerings, including body treatments, scrub, so on and so forth, a full array of massages, facial and skincare, as well as hair, nail, and other wellness and beauty treatments. Now, with this New York location, so they have multiple locations, they also have different IV drip cocktail for the clients to choose from, and these cocktails are designed to help boost immunity, fight fatigue, stress, and reduce inflammation, enhance weight loss, and efficiently deliver antioxidant, anti-aging mixes. And these cocktails are for health, beauty, and rehydration. And this is, once again, more revenue added into the book of business for HCMC quarter by quarter, year by year. As always, I always look for what HCMC is going to announce as their Q4 earnings and their total profitability and revenue model for 2021, because they're so laser focused on providing a ton more growth into their business strategy. And they have been focusing on all these 4 areas that they have listed right here. They attempt to expand their upon and monetize their patent suite that we have been seeing. They want to operate, and they have been doing, potentially expanding their health and food and vitamin stores, especially with this newer acquisition that they just announced in New York. Third thing is they want to operate in Healthy Choice Wellness Centers as well, that we have seen the licensing deal with. They seek out for new accelerated and attractive business lines within its mission of HCMC's choices to add into their portfolio. And if you monitor the news section, so they have acquired this particular acquisition on February 10th, which was yesterday that I just shared with you. They have the licensing agreement that happened February 7th. December 27th, their CEO also shared a letter, which I want to highlight that what they're saying in this year-end letter to the shareholder from their CEO is, we finally, please know that we are exploring potential ways to modify our capital share structure in a way that will be more favorable to our shareholders. So I expect that there might be some exciting news around the capital share structure or potentially share restructuring that may include some of the reverse split and or the buyback. Now, I'm not a financial advisor, so this is a highly speculative, my personal thought and opinion, and I do not have any insider information, but I'm just guessing on my own. Now, you want to also consider that what they're doing in terms of the cash on hand, where all this cash is coming from. The company at the end of the quarter, September 30th, 2021's end of Q3, they had $28.1 million in cash and cash equivalent with the other current asset of $2.3 million. That is added total current asset that the company has $30.5 million. So the company has a ton of cash in hand and they're trying to make sure that the cash works for them. Now, where did they get this cash from? On June 14th, 2021, before 6-7 months, the company announced the rights that they exercised that total approximately 27 billion shares of common stocks. The company only offered this rights offering to their common shareholders at that time. That primarily estimated indicates that the company has raised gross proceeds of $27 million from the offering. That results, this offering in HCMC is estimated regarding this aggregated gross proceeds of the offering to be received by HCMC that they did. At that price point, many of you already have this stocks rights offering that you got at 0.0010. What you want to consider is that is 3 to 4 times of the price that you see on the screen right now, which is the real-time price when HCMC is up 27.66%. We have been seeing that the stock has been trading more and more towards 3, and I wouldn't be surprised if it doubles or triples in 2022, regardless of the catalyst that is coming from the infringement lawsuit that HCMC has going on with Philip Morris. On the top of that, you also want to remember that there is definitely a big catalyst in regards to HCMC that announced the filing appeal to the ruling in this case against Philip Morris. Right before that, if you want to know the history, if you're new to this HCMC stock, basically HCMC filed the patent infringement lawsuit against Philip Morris. Philip Morris is a multi-billion-dollar company. They have invested more than $3 billion into this IQOS product that HCMC is infringing the patent for. And this company, Philip Morris, is a multi-billion-dollar company, whereas HCMC is a smaller company, way smaller company compared to Philip Morris. As a matter of fact, if you want to take a look at their market cap, HCMC's market cap is $80 million, whereas this lawsuit is going to be pretty significant if it comes to fruition or some sort of settlement. However, the chances are pretty low given that the case was dismissed at one point. But in terms of the catalyst, we are not behind because we are still there where we were a year back. So what happened was HCMC filed this infringement lawsuit in November 2020. The case was dismissed by the judge. HCMC went to the appeal process in December 2021, and we are waiting to hear back on the next steps that we do not know. When the date is, when the conclusion is, when the verdict is, we do not know. So the date is to be decided. The second thing is the PTAB inter partes review that was filed by Philip Morris, and Philip Morris is challenging this particular patent based on the artifact and the way the patent was filed originally by HCMC. Inter partes review petition was filed in June 2021, which was instituted. Review was instituted in December 2021, and right after that we will have to find out what happens next. That could be one more year from December 2021 with the extension in some circumstances up to 6 months. So it could be in the worst case 1.5 years. In the average or best case it could be close to 1 year before we'll be able to figure out what happens with this particular patent that HCMC has. So for both of these big catalysts, these are huge catalysts, and the final outcome we don't really know when exactly we're going to hear back or get the verdict on both of these things. But patience is the key. Once again, HCMC is at their lowest price point. This is an OTC traded stock, so do your due diligence and do it wisely. Do not invest your entire portfolio. What you want to know is HCMC once upon a time was, and still it is, very popular stock. It has a strong community behind it. If you take a look right now on StockWits, you see that there are close to 85,000 watchers. You see the price point is up 42.55%. Every single time there's a news, we do see the spike, we do see the momentum. The message volume went up today 7.5%. People are speculating around the buyback, so on and so forth. And this particular user says it's CMC, maybe with ER they will announce that they will buy back 3 billion shares and raise the share price of the stock to $1. So there's a ton of speculation going on. This is the most, it turned out to be a meme stock, and people are strongly holding that. They have a strong community. We used to see billions in volume, but lately we saw as high as 40 billion in volume. Regardless of this stock, it was at a higher price point and OTC traded stock. We saw that right now the volume is way below 500 million, but the news tends to fluctuate the price and also the volume all in all. So you want to keep that in mind. In terms of the press release, you also want to consider that the company is focusing, they have acquired EIR Hydration IV Therapy Center. Before that, they also have they started the tie-up with to expand themselves, to expand their footprint. Healthier Choices Management announced the exclusive authorized filling agreement with ATG Pharma, which is a six-pack solution technology in Canada. HCMC also had Nuhi brand tie-up, which pre-fills their Q-Cup technology patented by HCMC in Colorado by the health center as well. Right before that, company is focusing a ton more to reduce their operational overheads and EBITDA. I'm here to share this information with you. Do make sure to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you in the next video.